Hey there, gang. Welcome back. Time for another grading video, or not really another grading video. This is a part 2 of the last grading video. And as you can see here from the photo, we're about halfway through this box. So we will pick up right where we left off. If you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke. This is an unboxing video. And again, this is part 2 of the last box. So please do like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the groovy things. And if you are a subscriber and leave a comment from now until whenever I hit 500 subscribers, once I hit 500, we'll be doing a drawing for a couple of Bronze Age mystery boxes, 2 drawings. So those boxes available at .comcomics.com. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 left there, but the company owner, Sean, was kind enough to donate a couple to help me kind of build my channel. And so those boxes have 10 random Bronze Age books. Possibility 1 in 10 boxes out of the 100 box set had a bonus 11th book, and one had a What If number 10, the first appearance of the Jane Foster Thor. So like I said, once we get to 500 subscribers, I will do 2 drawings, 1 for each box. And all you got to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment. So let's pick up with this box. We'll pick up right where we left off. And just quickly recapping what this box is. These are books I've been recently, in addition to grading books and building the mystery boxes, I've also been put in charge of our buy it now fixed price listings. If you go back to the last video, part 1 of this, I talk about a little bit about my theory on what makes a good fixed price lot as opposed to an auction lot. And also a bit about where these books come from. But recapping real quickly, we had somebody we recently let go who was doing the Buy It Now books. And when I went in, we had more than 1,000 of those fixed price Buy It Now listings on eBay. And when I went in to clear them up, we found some books that were graded singles that were mixed in that, as far as we can tell, never actually got listed to eBay. And then we had some things that had been posted as a single but with no grade as a fixed price item, and it never sold. So that's what we're doing here. This box, normally I tell you these unboxings, I've got no idea what is in the box. In this case I do, because I'm cleaning up those old fixed price listings, which includes again these mystery books that we can't figure out why they never got actually posted to eBay. And so we're going to take a look at those. So here we go. First stack out of the second half of this. And this doesn't have a grade on it, so that tells me this was something that he had posted up as a fixed price item, and it just never sold. And it actually looks like there's multiple books in here. Oh, it is. So we had a lot of Howling Commandos, Sgt Fury and his Howling Commandos 36 and 40, paired with Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 9. So I will probably break that up and sell them all as singles. Let's take a look at them. So there's 36. There is 40. And here is Nick Fury. So yeah, I'm gonna list those all as singles as auction items. So this is low grade on it, but this guy, towards the end of his tenure with us, he was just putting a low grade on everything rather than go through and describe what defects the book might have that might not be apparent on the scan, because we do scans instead of photos. He was just describing everything as low grade, kind of a catch-all. And I don't mean to throw him under the bus. I probably shouldn't tell you some of this, but hey, it's just you and me. You're not going to tell anybody, right? So anyway, this is U.N.C.L.E number 3. That is a Dell superhero, and so that is probably in the public domain. Somebody could do a U.N.C.L.E comic today, I bet. This is Outer Limits, based on the TV show, which, by the way, I was looking for something to stream, because when I'm doing my grading and my listings and things like that, when I'm not on the video, when I'm actually working, I usually have something streaming kind of going on, at least for background noise. And I was I've kind of run out of things on the internet to watch. And a coworker recommended to me The Outer Limits, but I can't find any place The Outer Limits is actually streaming. I would have to resort to buying a DVD or something. But yeah, this was actually, I think it came back in the 90s as well. But in the 60s, it was a TV show. Basically, it was like a science fiction Twilight Zone. It was all sci-fi space stuff. So The Outer Limits number 6. There's The Outer Limits number 3. And I don't know if these are original stories in here or if they are adaptations of different shows. It could be something that just used, licensed the title. Here's Outer Limits number 10. You can see we've gone from the painted covers to more traditional line-drawn artwork. And now this one, see, this is graded. Amazing Spider-Man 81. It was a 3.0. So this is a book that was mixed in with all of those fixed price books that for some reason apparently never got posted. I can't believe it didn't sell, and we don't seem to have any evidence that it was ever returned. We think it got mixed in with those books and then never actually posted. So this should have gone up as a single. There's 104. Here's 363. It's part of the Carnage Saga, Part 3. Here's a Charlton book. So with no grade, this tells me that this was posted as a fixed price item but never sold. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it as a graded single because I believe these Charlton books, they're hard to find in decent grade. Now this one's going to be actually lower grade, so I might change my mind once I get it out of the bag and grade it. You can see some issues right here at that top staple. But the war books are pretty popular and hard to find in high grade. All Charltons are hard to find in high grade. But that's Fightin' Marines number 133. Here's Silver Surfer number 4. It's a poor 1.0. It doesn't look poor. I'll have to open that up to see what the issue is. Captain America number 180, first appearance of the Nomad persona. Buck Jones. Buck Jones, that's actually a 4-color, number 589. You can see this corner got chewed off. Somebody, when their dog ate his homework, he got a piece of the comic book as well. This one's pretty low grade. This one I will probably, I'll pull that one and throw that in some kind of multi-book lot, an auction lot of, Western comics or something. Because that's not going to bring $10 as a single. Some of the 4-color books, just the general Westerns and funny animals, they're kind of a hard sell anyway. Classics Illustrated is also a hard sell, other than the early editions. There are people still, not as many as there used to be, but there are people who still collect Classics Illustrated and they like trying to get every edition. Each issue was reprinted up to 10 or 12 or 15 times, and they like trying to get every version. This one, it's got a 59-cent price sticker stuck over the original sticker, which looks like it was 25 cents, which tells me this was a very late edition. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Classics Illustrated. I'm a fan of the idea, but the actual books themselves, the art inside on most of them is very pedestrian, not particularly good or dynamic at all. There's a couple. There's one issue, I forget which one it was, that was done by Matt Baker. But the most of them are just they're more worth having just for their covers. That's a cool book just to have in a CGC slab up in your wall or something. But anyway, Classics Illustrated, being a late edition with a price sticker on it, that's probably going to get pulled and go in some kind of a multi-book lot as well. The Flintstones, number 16, 1976 from Charlton. That's a tough call. Should that go in a multi-book lot, or dare I try that as a single? Do I think that's going to get at least $10? I don't know. It's Dino, by the way. He titled it The guy who did it, the Flintstones number 16, but this is actually, Dino had his own title. You can see here it's the Flintstones starring Dino. Well, actually, let me double, this is actually decent grade for a Charlton book, although it does look like the bottom staple is blown. Oh, it is, yeah, so it's Dino. So it says the Flintstones starring Dino, but I was right. The title is just Dino. That's the actual official title. Dino had his own book. I don't know what happened to, oh shoot, I was gonna make a joke about the band with Dean Martin's son and Desi Arnaz's son. What were they? Dino something and Desi? Ah, shoot. Well, I can't remember the name. I ruined the joke. It's only funny to me. So Archie, number 189, looks like that was up as a fixed price book for some ungodly reason. Here's Archie's joke book number 185. Let's pull out the next stack here. Looks like we've got some more Archies. I really I like the Bronze Age Archies, the early 70s with the fashions that they have the kids in, because those were the fashions of the day, especially on the girls, not so much the guys, because guys have always pretty much worn more or less the same, especially teens. But I don't know, they're just kind of historically significant. Well, maybe not significant, but just neat. I just think they're neat. So that's Archie's Joke Book 163, 152, 147, 141. And I don't know. I might make a lot out of these. I don't know if these would do $10 each. They were Silver Age. If they were 12 centers, I might. But as 15 centers, I don't know. I think tell me in the comments below what you think. But I think I'm leaning towards making these. Well, here's Archie Joke Book 89. That's Silver Age. That's a 12 center. It's not very high grade, but that one, maybe I could see my way to doing that one as a single. Actually, maybe not, because we got a big old poobah right there. I think the rest I'm going to do is a lot. Here's a Kona, the Monarch of Monster Isle. So it's basically kind of a Commandy Khazar looking kind of a guy who lived on an island that was full of monsters and dinosaurs and giant bugs and things like that. So this is number 21. And again, who knows who owns the rights to Kona, but I bet you he might be in the public domain. Young Love number 1. Wow. Well, that's kind of low grade. You can see here by the spine. But, wow. Young Love was eventually taken over. What company did this? It was eventually taken over by DC Comics. That should do well. I'm trying to think of the name of the company, though, that did Young Love, and it's escaping me. Here's Archie and Me number 61. I'll probably throw that in with the Archie lot. Sgt Fury number 50. Number 51. Here's Captain Marvel 28 with Avengers. Marvel feature for a short time. The Hank Pym Ant-Man had a series in Marvel feature. It only lasted about, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 issues. But you can see here they did away with the traditional Ant-Man costume and the helmet. That was deemed as kind of quaint and passé, and tried to give him these kind of adventure togs with a sword for some reason, and a golden lasso. I don't know why. But this Bronze Age attempt at an Ant-Man revival didn't go. Here's an early Spider-Man. Number 36, so that's still Steve Ditko. 3-5, that'll do well. 42 and 4-0, that'll do well. Might even be a little higher than a 4-0, might be a 4-5. Thor number 169. Number 45. Here's Beware number 1. Now I think this is one of those titles that Marvel did in the Bronze Age that reprinted their 1950s era Atlas horror and monster books with new covers. I'm not going to open it up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's probably all reprints inside. But still, it's a good way, relatively inexpensively, although being number 1 and in 8.5, potentially 8.5, I'll regrade it. This probably will do pretty well. I bet you that might do near $50. I bet it does 40 anyway. But even at 40, it's much less expensive than trying to get the original Atlas books that whatever is in this were published in. Well, look at this, why don't you? Spectacular Spider-Man number 1 in 7.5. That's a good book. Here is Supernatural Thrillers featuring the Invisible Man. Now this I think was new. I think these were news stories. I'll have to look that up. That's number 2. Here is Uncanny Tales. I think this was another, old horror monster reprint book. Although it might have been new. I don't know. 9.0 though. I'll be the judge of that. But that's number 1. That's number 1. And I'll look these up. I'll leave a comment on the screen as far as whether those books are reprint things or new stories. And let us continue here. We're getting near the end. Here's some more from that Ant-Man run versus Egghead. And I don't get the giant stitches all the way down the side of the costume. That might be why the series failed, just because he had a stupid looking costume. Although here, they put him back in the helmet. And this is issue 10. So this is towards the end. This might even be the last one. This is towards the end. Yes, it is the last one, because number 11, I believe, 11 or 12 is the first of the Thing team-ups that would eventually become Marvel 2 and 1. But they must have decided that that sometimes the old ways are best, and they gave him back the helmet. Here's another X-Force number 1 unopened poly bag, so that's why it's a qualified. Let's take a look, see if we've got that Deadpool rookie card, which is not something we were looking for at the time. And it's hard to tell because, whoops, stand up there. It looks like one of those cards is upside down, and the other one just features the whole team. It's not the Deadpool card. So, here's X-Men number 119. Nice, nice. Walt Disney's The Sword in the Stone. So this, look, it's a giant size with a nice square binding. And that would have been a one-shot. That's an adaptation of the movie. And it's funny, even, I've shown you before the Gold Key books, how they, for some reason, like they were obligated to put the actor's name next to his or her picture on these covers. But look, they even do it with the fictional characters. Here is, what is this? The Horse Without a Head. I take that's obviously an adaptation of either a movie or maybe it was an episode of The Wonderful World of Walt Disney TV show. This kid, is this him? He was in a Cochran? Was that his name? Something Cochran. He starred as Toby Tyler. He was in a lot of Disney movies. I think that's him, a little older than we're used to seeing him. Although I could be wrong. But that's something. Now, when was the last time you saw a copy of Walt Disney's The Horse Without a Head? Huh? You tell me. That's why I love doing these videos, because you never know what you're going to see. Here's a gold key. Now it says Walt Disney's Comics and Stories #5. That's wrong. See? So that's probably why I didn't get any bid, because people knew it wasn't issue 5. It's actually number 269. Oh, I say didn't get a bid. It didn't sell. This looks like it was listed as a fixed price item. Here's the Man from U.N.C.L.E. number 10. Although it doesn't have the actors' names there. So maybe they didn't always do. Oh no, it was Dell that did it. It was Dell that did the names. So that's 2 times in this video. I have to go back and tell you, forget everything I said. It's early on a Sunday, and maybe I should just give it up and go outside and work in the garden. My brain is apparently not really situated. Here's the girl from U.N.C.L.E. She's hot. I don't know that actress's name, but she's a good bit of okay as far as I'm concerned. Someone will tell me in the comments below. I could look it up, but... And again, I need somebody to tell me, because I don't recall, and I do believe I've been told in the comments below before, whether or not the girl from U.N.C.L.E. was its own spin-off show, or she's just a character from the Man from U.N.C.L.E. But here, the asterisks, they tell us what U.N.C.L.E. stood for. United Network Command for Law and Enforcement. Interesting. Here's the girl from U.N.C.L.E. number 2. Something about this seems off. She looks too big for the car. It's like she was cut and pasted into there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Captain Savage and his Leatherneck Raiders number 1. This series didn't last that long. 9 or 10 issues, I think. There's number 2 with Baron Strucker and the Samurai Squad. Fantastic Four number 62, number 74, Sgt Fury number 43, number 44, and the last, oh nope, next to last book in the box is number 46, and then the very last book is number 48. Looks like kind of a play on that classic cover of The Flash, right? The Flash of Two Worlds. This looks like it's the Sgt Fury of Two Worlds. That would be a good book, actually. You know, Sgt Fury fighting his duplicate on the world where he was a Nazi. See, I'm a genius. I should be a comic book publisher. But I'm not. I'm just a comic book unboxer. And that was that box. So I hope you had some fun. I hope you come back next time. And until next time, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.